Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering your assumptions about me. I watched Samantha Ravindall and Jamie Page do a video with this and I thought it was a lot of fun, so I wanted to do it myself. I've seen this pop up all over the place now. I don't know who the original creator is. If you do, let me know down below and I'll make sure to link them. I have no problem with that, but I asked you guys on Instagram and I took screenshots and I'm going to answer as many as possible. But I eventually had to take the picture down with the question because I had so many questions and I was like, I don't want this to be an hour long, but there were some funny ones in there and definitely ones that got asked over and over and over again. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. I'm not going to put the screenshot of like the person who asked the question because I don't want anyone, I don't know if people want their names out there. So I'm just going to look at my phone and ask the questions and answer them. The very first question is funny to me because it's so off the wall, but it says, you want to run for a local or state political office in the future. So I don't know if they're just being funny, if they really think this, but no, I am not into politics. I couldn't hold a conversation very well about it. I know a few things that, you know, are like hot topics or this or that, but no, absolutely not. I would have no desire. I would be bored to tears. This one's from Kelsey. Kelsey Brianna J, my best friend. I assume that I'm the funniest person you know. Your assumption would be right, except for Puffin. Puffin might have you beat. You two together is about as funny as it could possibly get though. So I'm gonna give you some credit on that one. You are pretty funny. I can't even believe that I just admitted that to you because I like to prove you wrong. You know I like to prove you wrong. But yes, you're at least one of the funniest people I know. I assumed you were short. That was one that I talked about recently. Nope, I am 5'9". I am a tall girl. I assume that you don't ever go to bed with your makeup on. 99.9% of the time, that is absolutely accurate. If I have to drag my butt and just lean over the bathtub and wash my face with an oil and go to bed, I always wash my face. It feels so gross not to wash my face, but there have been some times where it's like almost impossible. Like I've either been sick or something's happened, you know, but I would say 99.9% of the time I wash my face. And if I'm going somewhere where I'm not going to have like my typical skincare kind of routine thing, I bring a wipe and an oil. Like it's those two things. So I feel better about like at least not having all that on my face at night. So I would say that you're right. You're a great mom and friend, and you're going to fly to PA and do my makeup. I would like to think that I'm a great mom. I do try very hard, but I feel like as moms, we definitely are very hard on ourselves. We always think that we can do better and or be easier on our kids or be more strict or be all these things. I like to think that I do my best, but friendship-wise, 100% I know without a doubt I am a great friend. I will be there for you no matter what. If I'm your friend, I am ride or die for you. If you need something, I am there for you. I am willing to give you the shirt off my back. Like I'm not just like sitting here like, oh, I'm so amazing, but most of the time, the problems with my relationships have been that I am the better friend. And I've lost a lot of friends over that because I have to have somebody who is willing to be there for me as much as I am willing to be there for them. You know, I don't expect a lot, but like, you know, I am a very good friend. I assume that you actually really wear makeup every day. And I assume part of this is love for the ritual, but also because it's one of your physical life you can fully control. I'm going to answer that part first. Absolutely. I do wear makeup. Again, it's like 99% of the time. There's something that happened recently. I have to tell you guys later, but it's really funny. And I didn't have makeup on. It was like one of the only times I didn't have makeup on, and this particular thing happened and it blew my mind. But yes, I always put makeup on. I sometimes just give my skin a break, but it is part of a ritual. It is a ritualistic thing to me. It's a way for artistic outlet for me. And I know exactly what she means by part of something that you can control, because there's been so much in my life that's happened to me that I can't control. This love for makeup definitely came in a time where I lost even more control in my life. So I agree. And I do think that that is a very fair assumption that I fell into this and I dove into it hard. It is ritualistic for me, and I do have a very strong passion for it, but it is also something that I feel like I control. And that is 100% correct. But there is more to her assumptions. I assume that your sweet and soft-spoken demeanor disguises a powerful, opinionated, and loyal woman who fights for what is right and just in the world. I am definitely extremely opinionated. I assume that you started your channel for something to do and that it's grown beyond your imagination and continues to, and you're still adjusting to that and being recognized. And finally, I assume that your family and friends are your world. So yes, I definitely started out my channel for fun, and I still continue to do it for fun, though now it is my means of paying my bills. But Kelsey is the one that gave me the confidence to be able to do it. I really wanted to do it because I thought it would be fun. I was like, you know, I do makeup every single day. Why not film it? Why not teach? I think it will be so much fun. And I am actually having a little bit of a hard time adjusting to, I don't know how to explain it. Like when somebody recognizes me and they get excited about me, it's weird. Like I don't find myself to be that exciting. I don't know. But yes, so I would just say those assumptions are definitely accurate. I'm almost scared what's going to happen, you know, if I finally get even further than where I am now. I have a lot of anxiety, so I don't think I was prepared for a lot of the stuff that comes along with YouTube. So there's that. But yes, again, the next assumption, my family and my friends are my world. They mean the most to me, and my puppies, because they're family too. You stand out but are shy and introverted. This is kind of true to an extent. So I am pretty shy, especially in groups. People always think that I'm going to be the loud, obnoxious one, and I might be if I know everybody and there's not somebody else in the group like me. So if there's somebody else in a group that I'm really comfortable with, this group, and they're like me and they're a little bit louder, then I am very quiet. I don't know why I do that. It's part of this personality trait I've been looking into. But yes, I am shy. Because I think it's more of like an anxiety thing than maybe shyness, because I am willing to talk to just about anybody, but I have more anxiety than I do shyness, I think. I would say that I'm more anxiety riddled than I am shy. This is one that I got a lot of, so I'm just going to answer it right now only once. It says, I think you maybe have a lot of money. I hope that doesn't come off wrong. It does not come off wrong. I asked for these. I wanted to know what you guys assume, so I don't want anyone to think that I'm offended by anything that was asked. I'm not at all, so don't worry about that. I got the assumptions that I'm wealthy, that I am rich, that I don't have a budget, and all of those things. So I'm going to answer it all together. Basically, as a whole, like as my whole family income, we are upper middle class. So, you know, we don't struggle, don't live paycheck to paycheck, but we are not rich. We definitely came from, I had a car repossessed at the very beginning of mine and Puffin's relationship to where we are now. So it's been a little bit of a ride, but I don't struggle to buy the things that I do buy, but I don't consider myself rich. I wouldn't say that I have a budget, but I wouldn't say that I don't either. So I can't just like go all willy-nilly. I do have to sit here and think about what I am going to get, but for the most part, I can buy what I want to buy for my channel or for myself, but not rich, not wealthy. I would not consider myself on that level. I assume that since you live in Tennessee, that you love going to the lake and love bonfires at night. with Jack Daniels and a cigar occasionally. So yes, I live in Tennessee. I actually live on the lake. I love the lake. I love hiking. I love the woods. I love all of that stuff. So that part is correct. I do like bonfires, but I have a hard time sitting still, so unless there's like a party and it's a bonfire kind of thing, I don't know. We'll take the kids out sometimes and do like s'mores and whatever, but not a lot. I don't like Jack Daniels, and I'm allergic to smoke, so I don't smoke cigars, and that's one reason why I'm also not around bonfires a lot too, because that type of smoke also will make my eyes glue together and my mouth and everything just kind of puff up. So half 50-50. You run a tight ship with your kids and your home. And then I also got the assumption you are a strict mother. So yes, I am. I am very schedule based with them. They get up and go to bed at the same time. We eat at the same time. We do our homework at the same time. Discipline wise, I am very, you know what's going to happen. So if you come home with an F, you know that your electronics are gone. If, something happens, you lie, X, Y, and Z, it's going to happen. It's never like just up in the air. It's very easy. You know what the consequences will be for your actions, but I'm also very, I reward you. So if you do really good things, then I will reward you. If you're constantly helping me, my daughter Cadence is always helping me with swatches, with my dog Charlie, with all of this stuff around the house, like things I can't do because of my shoulder. She helps so much. So I will just randomly get her stuff because thank you. You help me out a lot and I want to recognize that. But yes, I am extremely strict. I expect please, thank yous. I expect yes ma'am, no ma'am. I expect them to work for the things that they have. I don't ever want them to see things and think that they're just handed over. That you just get things. And that's one of the things I don't like about PR is that they see me getting these free things. And then sometimes I'm just like, you know what? You remember how long it took me to get here? And then they're like, oh yeah, da 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 da. So I have to remind them about how much you work to get to where you are in life. So I am extremely strict, but I'm also, I think, fair. Someone said, I thought you were like 25 and no kids. I love you, but no, definitely not 25. I am about to turn 33 and I have 4 kids. I assume that your hubby is in a band and you met when you were following his band's favorite groupie. I heard this a lot, especially in the beginning, but no, Puffin is not in a band. He works for the government. So no, he is not in a band. I met him online, Zeus. So it was an online dating site. You're currently working on a collab with a really cool cosmetics brand. I wish, but no, I'm not. I am in the middle of a possible collaboration, just like person to person kind of thing, but not sure if it's going to pan out or not, but I am not working on any cosmetics thing. I wish. That's like one of my biggest things that I really want to accomplish. If that happens this year, that would be amazing. Your beautiful head gets freezing cold in the winter, but you hate hats. My head does get freezing, and my sensory disorder, especially if it's freezing cold outside and then it's raining or snow or something and it's hitting my head. Oh, it's like the worst thing ever. I'm telling you guys, I hate it. So I actually love beanies, so that does not bother me. Hats, it has to go with my outfit. I used to love, I don't remember the name. Starts with a B, I think. I used to love wearing hats all the time, but a very, very specific, like a stylized hat. But I don't like anything else usually with my bald head. Now I really like beanies though. So yes, it gets cold, but no, I'm not against wearing a hat. You're a picky eater. Yes, 100%. I'm never gonna get something new on the menu. I will test yours out if you're like diehard. Kelsey does this all the time. Puffin does it all the time. They're like, try this, try this. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. Okay, fine. So I will try something. One of the best things that I have tried recently, and I would never order it off the menu because I don't like things being put together. I usually eat one thing at a time. So say on my plate I had chicken, macaroni, and corn. Just for reference, they wouldn't be able to touch, and I would eat one thing at a time. So I would probably eat the chicken first, then the macaroni and cheese, and then the corn. I wouldn't go in between. Yeah, I'm just like that. But one of the things recently that I have fallen head over heels for, if you are in like the Murfreesboro area, Woodbury, there, I don't remember, it's called Goodness Gracious at the Mill. I love this place. Now, I'm not really into a lot of country cooking, but we went with our friends, and one of the friends ordered this huge plate of pancakes that were made with white chocolate and raspberry. It looked amazing, but it also, to me, I was like, ooh, what, all that stuff together. So the next time we went, Puffin ordered them, and I tried his, and I was like, oh my God. So now every time we go, I order those, and it's like my cheat day, and they're huge. I can never get through them, but I love them so much, but I wouldn't have ordered it on my own. I don't want to order something that I potentially could not like, because I am extremely picky. I like chicken, grilled chicken, and cheese, and bread. Yep. And there, I mean, there's other things that I like, but usually I like sandwiches. I love sandwiches. I assume that growing up in a strict religious household made you value self-expression and openness. And now it's important for you to be open, accepting, and laid back with your kids. And though you clearly have your together, you have some anxiety. I definitely grew up in a very, very religious and restricted home. I don't have any like bad feelings back towards that, but I do definitely value self-expression. Like my daughter wants to get her ears stretched, and I was like, okay, we can do that to an extent. You know, we're not going as big as mama here, but we can go to an extent. And I let my kids do things with their hair that I never would have been able to do as a child. Some of the clothes that they wear, I never would have been able to wear, but I still have my line, you know? So I would say I'm definitely more laid back with my kids in that aspect of it, but not in like the rules and stuff. So this is another long one. So you aren't really into drugstore makeup, but you buy it for the purpose of your channel. Not that I think you're a snob about it. I think you love touching the makeup, swatching, etc. The experience of going to a department store or Sephora and testing things out. You're also not into H&M, Target, and those stores for clothes. You have a handful of close best friends that you can count on, but you don't do girls' nights out or parties, girls' trips, etc. Your free nights are mostly with your husband and an occasional dinner and maybe with another couple. So girl, get out of my head. I'm not really into drugstore makeup, and I do most of the time do it for my channel. But there are several drugstore items that I absolutely love, like my Kiss Richie lashes. I don't have them on right now. I don't know why I'm pointing to my eyes, but Kiss Richie lashes, I absolutely do not believe that I'm going to go spend $30, $40 on lashes. It's just not going to happen. And then I definitely love my Rimmel liner. I like it more than my Chanel one. But had I not been working like on my channel, would I ever have picked them up? Absolutely not. So that is true. My love is definitely for the higher end things, and I'm not going to deny that. I definitely prefer going shopping for them and touching them and the whole experience 100%. But I am glad that because of my channel, I've been able to branch out and find hidden gems at an affordable price, like ColourPop, and that, what's it, it's your pleasure palette. Geez, like that's so amazing. So she is right about that. You also, the H&M and Target store for clothes and shoes, definitely not my preference. I used to shop at Target all the time for my clothes. That was the only place I went to. Now I don't really pick up things. There are a random shirt here or there that if I'm going in there for my buy waters or something, that I will like, oh, that's cute, and I'll grab it. And I love the kids' clothes, love it. H&M is, my husband likes a few pair of style jeans in there, so we'll go in there, and I have a blazer. One of the blazers you guys like a lot that I really like. So there's a random find in there, but it's not my go-to. My go-tos for fashion are usually Nordstrom, Free People, things like that. So yeah, you only have a handful of close friends. 100%. There's only a few people in my circle, a few people that I can count on, and that is it. Nope, I don't do the girls' nights out and the parties or yeah, all that stuff. There's one group of friends, and if you were on my Instagram for like New Year's and stuff, those are the people that if I'm going to do any type of fun, random stuff, those are the people I feel the most comfortable with. They are laid back. They're unjudgmental. Like, I just love them so much. So when I am going to go and drink, which I don't do very often or anything like that, it's always with them. So that's my party, is with them. So that happens on a very rare occasion, but every single time I have any kind of thing, it's always with them. So that for the most part is true. And I like to spend my weekends, my free time with my husband. We will go shopping. We will go to the movies. We go to the movies a lot when it's not freezing cold together. When it's not freezing cold outside, we ride together and do things like that. Definitely go out to eat for singles. I don't think I couldn't even tell you the last time we went out to eat with a couple though. I assume that you are a hard worker. I think that I am. Personally, I think that once I set a goal for myself, I cannot stop until I have achieved it. I try and push harder and harder and harder, and sometimes I can get myself into trouble with that because I need to concentrate on other things, and sometimes I just put everything into whatever I'm working on. And YouTube, I work really hard on that. So even at my last job as a beauty stylist at Nordstrom, I really busted my butt for it. So if I'm working hard at it. I don't do anything half-assed. I would assume you're going crazy taking care of your kids while your husband is away a lot. It's not easy. I know, I have 4. Luckily, he's back. But yes, there were some times where like the kids would all come home from school and I was, just stopped filming and I'm editing and they're coming in and they're so loud and I'm just like, time out. I need a break. So can we put everything away with our quiet voices on and just, no, I don't want to sign anything. I don't want to look anything. Give me an hour. So yeah, it's been hard, but I have really, really, really good kids that also help me out. So I'm grateful for that. I'm so glad that they're not really young when he started going on these deployments. But like I said, he's back now and I don't think he's going to be leaving for quite a while again. I don't think so. At least it's not planned. But yes, for a while there, I was on the struggle bus. I assume that you're introverted. I also can't see you as someone who drinks alcohol. So again, I am a little introverted and I don't drink alcohol very often. It's always with the same people. You would think they were a bad influence on me, but it's not. It's just like those friends, some of my favorite people in the entire world, and I just feel comfortable around them. And I don't drink but a couple times a year. But when I do, I definitely like to have fun and just be goofy and giggle and all that. But no, I don't even have like a favorite drink or anything like that. People will ask me, well, what do you want to drink? If I was going to, I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm not a big drinker. You're loyal AF, 100% to the T. You remember important dates, especially in you and Puffin's relationships. 100%. I remember dates. I remember things. I could tell you what he was wearing whenever I met him. I could tell you what I was wearing. I can tell Kelsey a bunch of stuff that she's like, no, that didn't happen. And then I can go back and text and be like, look, or pictures or this or that. It's almost like I have a photographic memory. I don't know why, but I remember just about everything. Sometimes I can be wrong, but I have a very good memory with everything. I think part of it has to do with the calendar. I always have a calendar. I have one for YouTube and then I have one for like my daily life. And I write down what I'm doing that day. Like even if I don't have a plan, like I'm not supposed to go to the doctor or this or that, I write down what we did. So unless it was just a normal day, if I went shopping, if I went to the movies, if I did anything that day, it goes in the calendar. So I think because I write things down, I also remember them. I assume you are super OCD about a lot of stuff. I am, but I've been trying to get better about it. I've been trying to relax and simmer down. But yes, I am OCD about a lot of things, and I have learned that it's better to just be OCD myself rather than pushing that onto other people. So if there's certain things that I want done a certain way, I just have to do it myself so that I don't make anybody mad at me. I think that you don't actually realize how beautiful you are. That makes me feel very, very good, but I will say that I do have a lot of doubt. I don't want to get too far into that because it almost makes me want to cry, that comment. But yeah, I don't think that I'm as beautiful as what people expect. So that's one of the things that, like, I'm getting choked up right now. When I meet people, I'm scared that I'm not living up to what they expect to see. So I don't know. We'll leave that at that. That you're not as strong and tough as you appear, but very soft-hearted and hurt deeper and more easily than appearances show. I am very good at hiding when I am in pain. I am very good at disguising things and making things appear that they are easier on me than they're not. And I've also learned that that is not a good way to go about things because you get angry. So I've also learned how to release that, but no, I'm very good at being like, oh yeah, everything's fine. My knee's fine, da 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 da, blah, blah, blah. When in reality, I am suffering a lot, but I just try to hoard things in. I have a very hard time reaching out for help. I like to appear strong. I think that's the biggest problem, is that I like to appear like I have everything together and that everything is fine no matter what. So, and I think that's a thing that needs to be fixed with a lot of people in the community everywhere. We all have this perception that life is just great for everybody when really everybody struggles. And I just have a really hard time letting people know when I need help or asking for help. So I like to appear strong and I don't like to show my weaknesses. So that's very true. You don't much care for sports. Your only interest in any sport stems from a family member or a friend who is a huge friend. You cry during movies. Oh yes, I am so sensitive. I cry all the time. Each of your tattoos have a meaning. Most of them do, not all of them, but like for instance, the one that doesn't really have a meaning, I am obsessed with red panda, so I have a red panda. And there's a story with Puffin taking me to the zoo when he doesn't like going to the zoo that made a very big impression on me. So I have a panda, a red panda, but I decided that he needed a friend, so I got a regular panda right beside him. No other reason other than my red panda needed a panda friend. So some of them have absolutely no meaning at all other than I just like them, but a lot of them have a very deep meaning. You don't demand a lot from life. You just want to be happy and peaceful, 100%. Now the sports thing, I don't care much for sports. And football and stuff, I don't really care for them except for the Steelers, and I'm from Pennsylvania, so that is, again, that's a family thing, so that 100%, but I was actually a basketball player, so I love basketball, but I don't watch it, I don't play it anymore. Shoulder won't allow it, knee won't allow it. I don't like to watch sports on TV and then going in person and seeing. I have PTSD with the stuff that has happened, so it's hard for me to watch sports now, especially the ones that I love, because one of the injuries I had with my knee was, or a couple, were during my basketball days, so it's not that I don't like sports, it's more so that it causes turmoil in my brain. You're only into makeup and clothes and not much else, which, if it's the truth, is fine by me. I'm not. I actually love cars and I love the motorcycles. I love nature. I love being outside. I'm more of a a little bit of a tomboy. And I actually like gardening, like flowers and stuff. So no, I'm into other things. I assume that you love to wear heels and have at least 3 dogs. I have 2 dogs, Diesel and Charlie, and I do love to wear heels, especially now that I finally can again. People ask me all the time, you have bad knees, why are you wearing heels? I'm like, because I've got a time frame, you know, this is only going to be good for so long. I can't wear like the real skinny heel, but I can with the thicker one. So I wear heels all the time. I love them. You hate mayonnaise. Nope, I love mayonnaise. I'm one of those that you take me to Subway and I'm putting all the stuff on my little sandwich there, and then I'm like, give me extra mayonnaise. And I know I just grossed out so many people, but I like mayonnaise. You can sing, and they put a bunch of exclamation points. You're not wrong, but you're not right. I can sing. I'm not like really great at it or anything like that. And no, I am not going to sing for you guys. You were a photography student in high school and you could throttle a boy if he did you wrong. Take no prisoners kind of gal. I was not into photography in high school. It was definitely basketball. And yes, I could throttle a boy if I needed to. You don't have a budget and you have a badass closet. So again, talked about the budget part. I don't have that great of a closet. You guys wouldn't want to see my closet. I have a few nice clothes. I have a few nice shoes, but like it's fandangled a little bit. Like it is not, here comes one of my puppies now. It is not Jaclyn Hill style. It is not done up. I'm telling you, like we put everything in there to get it organized. It still needs to be more organized. You guys would not want to see my closet. You freak out when Puffin leaves the toilet seat up. Absolutely. There was one night, I get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night so many times, and I have my contacts out, I can't see, and it's night and I don't turn on the light so I don't disturb him. Every once in a while he'll forget and I just go to sit down, and I have almost fallen in the toilet a few times, and so yes, I flip out on him, and he, you know, he's like, I'm sorry, but then he's also laughing at the same time, little punk. Your love for high-end and luxury does not stop with makeup. You're 100% correct. I think, and I am afraid, one day you will lose your excitement about makeup as your channel grows and there are more and more PR packages incoming. I totally get where that thought process would come in, because there's been PR packages that, you don't always have to email me. My information is there. If you want to send something, you can send something. And I used to feel like if somebody sends me stuff, I'm obligated to use it, and then it's not exciting for me. But I have learned that while I appreciate PR, I'm not going to force myself to put effort and enthusiasm into something that I'm not really enthusiastic about. So I will gift those items to people. So I don't think that I'm going to lose interest. I definitely do get more excited about the things that I pay for. And that's one of the reasons why I have no issue with just being honest about my reviews, because at the end of the day, I would rather pay for my makeup and be excited about the things that I pay for and be able to be honest and not worry about whether or not it was sent to me or it's not as exciting because I didn't really want it and get it and like earn it, because there is definitely more of a satisfaction there when you go, you want something and you purchase it and you use it yourself than there is whenever it is sent to you. But I will say that there are definitely a lot of PR items that I get super excited about. Like I just got some eSun brushes and I was really excited about that because I have to, you guys think that I don't budget, but I do have to an extent. So there's some things that I just can't get right now. Like there's Hakuhodo brushes I want to try, but it's not within the budget for me to spend that money when I need to review these other things. So I do still get excited about things that come my way that I want and I eventually want to buy, but I can't right this second. So I still do have that excitement, but I understand where that is coming from and how that could happen. But I've already have that in the back of my head, so I'm trying to avoid that from happening early on. I assume that your zodiac is Aquarius. I'm a Leo. You love your bike more than makeup? Ooh, that one's hard. It's like 50-50. So during the summer, sometimes it can be hard for me to sit here and film and do makeup when it's beautiful outside and all I want to do is go ride. So a lot of the times during the summer, I will take a day and I will make 3 videos, and I will take the next day and I will just go ride all day. So I try to even it out, but during the winter and times that I can't ride, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not thinking, you know, oh, I wish I was on my bike right now. But during the riding season, it's 50-50. I wouldn't say I like my bike more than I like my makeup, but they are right dead on with each other. You were really a big tomboy when you were little, and you remind me of a little girl I had in preschool class. Absolutely. 100%. I was all tomboy when I was growing up. I didn't want to wear a skirt. My mom used to punish me. I'm not kidding. Punishment would be to wear a dress and like a nice shirt to school. And I would be so mad about it. And I'm going to see if I can find some pictures and insert them. I loved mudding. I loved getting on 4-wheelers and just making a mess. I loved all types of stuff. Basketball. I love cars. And, you know, like my second car, how old was I? I think I was 16 when I bought a Toyota Supra. Like, I liked those things. And I liked hanging out with boys more than I did girls. And not in the bad type of way, but just I enjoyed what they had to say more than what the girls had to say. I assume you're not a Tennessee native. Nope, I'm not. I keep waiting for your accent to drop. So a lot of you notice that I'm kind of in between, and I say water, and then one of the comments underneath that was, she says water, so I'm assuming that's a Jersey or Pennsylvania thing. I am originally from Pennsylvania, so I do not say things like y'all, and I can't. It's one of those things I had to really get used to, especially here in my household. My kids say it, my husband says it, my husband's entire family says it, but I grew up mainly in Tennessee, but with parents from Pennsylvania. So even though I moved to Tennessee when I was young, I still have more of the Pennsylvania, New Jersey thing. I went to New Jersey every single year. I love the Jersey Shore. Like, when I saw the show come on, I'm like sitting here reminiscing about walking the boardwalk and doing all those things. I loved the Jersey Shore. Like, I would rather go to New Jersey than Florida. I assume that you've done print work modeling. I haven't. You like to clean the house. I don't like to clean the house, but I do it a lot. You live in a villa. I actually had to look up like how they meant villa. Like, what are they talking about? I literally had to go look that up. So no, I live in a modest, just like 2,200 square foot house. It's a nice house. It's not really nice, but it's not, you know, bad either. It's a nice house, but nothing over the top at all. You spend more money on makeup than on clothes. I do. For some reason, I feel like your kids are super well behaved. They are. I have amazing kids, and I get compliments on them all the time. I've even had a restaurant comp our entire meal because of how well the kids were. You know, they're sitting there minding their manners, using normal voices, not running around and stuff. So I'm very proud of my kids and how they act. I'm very proud. You're genuine and down to earth. I would like to think so. But anywho, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you have any other assumptions, and I will see if I can answer them for you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.